Hey Pisces, I hope you are doing well. This is going to be a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for the rest of October. So Pisces, any information you need, you can find it down below in the description box. I do have a deal going on right now. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $28.28. You get it the Friday after purchase as long as you purchase before 5 p.m. the Thursday before. Okay, now listen Pisces, I'm going to start off with some meditative messages and then we'll get into the tarot. But right off the bat, I was getting 1111, 444. Those could be some numbers that you're seeing repeating, whether it be some of you on a price tag or on receipts, like maybe your totals add up to this much, or maybe it's just one item, one singular item. Some of you, this could be on your phone screens, or it could be the length of a song or a video or something of that nature. I was getting air energy coming through with this, so I'm not sure if maybe you're thinking about an air sign, some of you a Capricorn, but those energies were coming through very strongly. Air was present throughout your entire reading, so maybe you're just very much in your head at this time. Maybe you have a lot of air in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for those of you who don't know the air signs, but there's also for some of you a plant that could be drooping near a window. So there's something about that. It might need more light, or it might need a new location or more exposure. So for some of you, this could have to do with you as well. Maybe some of you, you need to get out more. Maybe some of you, you need to put yourself out there, whether it be with friendships, love, whatever the case may be. Maybe this is essential and critical to your growth. More light, more exposure, more openness, more vulnerability. You know, it's giving me that kind of energy here. Somebody here with a sleeve tattoo, okay? There was something about this energy coming through that was very steady throughout your entire reading. It was almost giving me a Scorpio vibe, right? But I feel like that was more of the imagery than anything, but the energy itself was air, you know? So it could be either of those, you know, but it doesn't have to be. When it came to that energy, though, I feel like somebody is consistently... I feel like this is a person who thinks of you a lot, you know? It seems like their feelings for you do not waver, or their thoughts about you do not waver. I feel like this person, there's something about them where they may seem very nonchalant, very detached, but I feel like this individual, they are actually quietly obsessive, you know, silently obsessive. Some of you, there could be an inside joke about a cooking disaster or an innuendo of some sort here that might resurface. I feel like this is confirmation of alignment with someone here. Maybe it has to do with a person who passed on, you know, maybe an old saying about cooking or whatever might come through. You know, there's something about that here. Or if there's been some sort of innuendo between you and a person, you might see it somewhere else and be like, that reminds me of them, you know? I'm trying to think of an example, and the best one I can think of is very nasty. It's the macaroni and cheese one. If you don't know, then don't worry about it. That side of the internet, I guess, probably isn't for you. But I was also seeing a hand opening a jewelry box. Some of you an offer, an invitation, or a commitment, because it didn't quite show me what was in that, but it did look like a jewelry box, a box of some sort here. So like I said, an invitation, an offer of some sort, or maybe a commitment is on the horizon. I was also hearing the phrase whispers in the wind, and then I felt like that air energy was climbing very steadily. Some of you, maybe you're on edge about something, but you know, when it came to this energy here, it did kind of feel like you were being lifted up, if that makes sense. So we'll see what we got coming through here. We're going to start with the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, and then we'll clarify with Nightmare Before Christmas, okay? What's going on here for Pisces? The rest of October, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What's going on here with them? Well, that's coming through pretty clearly right off the bat. So 4 of Pentacles is showing up. This is Capricorn energy, all right? Then we get the Ace of Wands. This is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we get the Knight of Swords. The best way I can describe it, I'm hoping you all can see his face here in the Knight of Swords. There's something about this energy. There's a shovel there and everything. 4 of Pentacles can sort of be like holding on to something, securing something. There is a person who doesn't want to let go, okay? Some of you, it's a fire sign, a Gemini, or a Capricorn. But Pisces, when it comes to this energy, some of you, 4 people involved in something here. Because you got that 4 of Pentacles, and then you got 4 books open here in the Ace of Wands. I really don't want to go there yet. We'll see if anything else comes up about it. Let's see. What else do we have coming through for Pisces in regards to this spread for the rest of October? Yeah, I mean, it's going there whether I want it to or not. Okay, all right. We got the Seven of Pentacles showing up as your overall energy. Now, Pisces, listen to me. This isn't bad, okay? What I'm dreading reading about it because I know some of you already know this, you know? Seven of Pentacles is showing up here, right? And Ten of Cups is right underneath it. I feel like you're getting something that you've waited on, okay? Seven of Pentacles can be a card of delays. I feel like somebody could have tried to delay something. But here's what I feel, Pisces. As soon as I pulled that Ace of Wands, I got that energy of the whispers in the wind again, you know, and we get this Knight of Swords energy, and this is somebody who's not very happy, not very pleased. I almost feel with the Seven of Pentacles showing up, because sometimes this can be observing something, I almost feel like you were around for this for some of you. Say, for example, picture this, and I know that this is not going to be the situation for all of you, if any of you. This is just an example. Say, for example, you work at a school, right? There's a fire drill. You're all outside. Windy fall day, right? And you hear a couple of other teachers whispering, you know, or administration whispering, right? And you don't get a good vibe about it. It's giving me that type of energy here, Pisces. It just feels to me, though, like whatever this is, it's lifting you higher, if that makes sense. Like if people are saying your name, I feel like it's a good thing, even if they don't intend on it being a good thing. You know, say, for example, Pisces, if someone's going to your boss and they're like, well, Pisces is doing this and Pisces is doing that, and I don't think Pisces should have that. They've not been here for that long. You know, it's giving me that kind of energy here, and the boss might be like, well, you know what? I didn't have my eye on Pisces, but I am going to keep an eye on Pisces now because they've got to be doing something right? They've got to be doing something right to have these folks in a tizzy, you know? Because this Knight of Swords energy, somebody, you know, they've got the shovel, right? They're ready to just kind of bury whatever it is that you've brought to the table because it outshines them, Pisces. Whoever this is, it outshines them. I really get this energy with the Ace of Wands. It's about the imagery, you know, and I think that the reason it shows up as the Ace of Wands, though, is because it's the intent behind it. It's the fire behind it. Somebody's nervous. They're on edge. You have them on edge here, Pisces, and I feel like it's because you're opening new doors, opening new books, new ideas, you know, you're rewriting things. It's giving me that kind of energy here. And this could be a person, Pisces, where, say, for example, you go get a new job, you are I don't want to say star of the show energy, but this person could have been star of the show type of vibe, Pisces, and now that's you. And they're like, ugh, you know, because you're doing something better than they're doing it. It's giving me that energy here. Yeah, and this is where I got confirmation of that, is because underneath it we have the Tower. Well, Pisces won't be able to keep that up for very long. It's almost like there are whispers of your downfall here, Pisces. But I feel like you build an empire here. I really do, Pisces. I feel like it's almost like this whisper in the wind energy carries your name even higher. That's the vibe that I get. You got the Queen of Cups underneath that Four of Pentacles. It's like what was once secure, because for some of you, maybe you're minding your business, you're keeping to yourself, but folks saying your name and, you know, doing this, that, and the third, I feel is bringing more attention to you. And I feel like it's allowing you to expand. It puts you in this energy of more creative freedom, more choice. It just gives me this energy here where maybe the boss comes to you and says, how would you like to do this? How would you like, you know, to work on this schedule? Or, you know what I mean? It's something like that here. Now, for others of you, I do feel like this could be some sort of envy over what you have on as it pertains to love. For those of you who are not single, I feel like there might be some envy in your energy as it pertains to love. Somebody could be upset that you've like, wow. Pisces, somebody could be kind of like looking at what's yours and they're like, you know, I could do that, or, right? It's giving me that kind of energy here where somebody thinks they could handle someone or something better, or, you know, so I do kind of get that vibe coming through here. But yeah, you got the Nine of Cups, you've got the Eight of Swords showing up here. I feel like, look at the polar opposite energies here. Nine of Cups, I feel like this is Spirit reminding you, Pisces, that there is a very strong support system here. There are wishes being fulfilled in the rest of October, so don't forget it. Her cups are overflowing here in the Nine of Cups. So this Eight of Swords energy, don't get in your head about it. These are stuck people, and I feel like the only reason it's coming through is because for some of you, these folks could be different to your face. And you know, but still, Pisces, I feel like with the Queen of Cups energy showing up, you're highly intuitive. I feel like you know. I feel like you know who this is. This isn't saying like be on the lookout for everyone who's being nice to you, for anyone who supports you. No, but when the energy feels off, trust that. Trust that. Let's see. What else is coming through here for Pisces? Some of you, a secret is coming out, okay? This feels like a good thing, though. This feels like a good thing. I feel like it helps with this Seven of Pentacles energy. It helps to push something forward here. And it almost feels like it takes a weight off of you. I'm being drawn back to this Ten of Cups energy. It's like, I'm glad I got that off my chest. So some of you, this could be you saying something that's on your mind. The Hangman, something that you have not expressed, and you've been holding it back. Let's see what else we have here. Queen of Needles, Queen of Swords energy here. Some of you, I feel like there was a conversation here that you wanted to have, but you didn't want to initiate it, okay? I feel like someone else is going to initiate that in the rest of October with this Queen of Swords energy coming through here, or they're going to open the door for that on some level. They're going to be like, Pisces, we haven't talked in a while, and you're like, yeah, about that. It's giving me that vibe here. Some of you, it's a Leo. We have the Ace of Needles, Ace of Swords energy, air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm telling you all, there is just this strong air energy in your reading, in your space, and there's something to that. I'm telling you what, like I said, I feel like there are folks saying your name, and it's almost like this energy just like it lifts you up so much, even though that's not the intent behind it. I feel like it does. Whether it is directly or spiritually, this is Spirit saying, oh, you know, you want to cast stones at Pisces? Well, let me send Pisces your blessings, right? It's giving me that energy here very, very strongly, Pisces. Queen of Presents on the bottom, Queen of Pentacles. This is stability, comfort, security. This Ten of Cups energy is happiness. I feel like, you know, if you are feeling cast out, Pisces, or if you are feeling like folks are whispering about you or kind of, you know, leaving you out of the circle or something of that nature here, I feel like that's for your own good. I really do. I feel like that is protection against these energies here. You don't need to sit at their table. Ugh, you don't need to sit at their table. And your table's going to build itself, Pisces. Trust and believe that. So that's what I'm seeing here for you. I hope that this was helpful or fun or whatever you needed it to be. Don't forget that I do have that deal going on. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $28.28. You get it within... you get it the Friday after purchase, as long as you get it, as long as you purchase it before 5 p.m. the previous Thursday, okay? So Pisces, I also read for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements if you want to check out your other signs or be on the lookout because they are kind of dropping gradually, but I am doing generals as well, so feel free to watch those. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Y'all take care. Bye.